Good morning, boys and girls. It's match day, and it's been a long time since we've been able to say... In fact, that's not true. I just thought, as I was saying it, that's not true. I actually said it's match day during a couple of pre-season friendlies. Scrap that. Take two. Restart. It's match day proper. It's Premier League match day, and I've been really looking forward to this. I wasn't even going to do a video this morning, actually. I'm going to the game today, and I was just going to do my usual, which is at the final whistle, sort of nab Tony. I've got me little microphone pack, which I sort of take with me. Give Tony a little microphone. One of these. Basically got two of these. And we'll do a little interview afterwards. And, you know, I can't help myself. I'm really excited. I haven't even particularly got an awful lot of stuff to say. But, I don't know, I'm just very excited. It's match day. Just listen to a few more of the interviews, press conferences. Obviously, listen to watch all the football over the weekend, as much of it as I could. Some really interesting results, weren't there? And some surprise results. I mean, looking at, like the promoted teams. Fulham done ever so well, did really well. Forest, not so much. I'm only laughing, not because of Jesse Lingard and stuff, but if you've seen the free kick routine, I shouldn't laugh too much. They might score. It's not a free kick, it was a corner routine. Basically, they took everybody out the box and everybody charged in. If you remember, there used to be an old Harry Enfield sketch. I mean, I'm going back a bit now, and he used to do sort of old-fashioned football. And they're running down the wings! And there's basically all these groups of players, they all sort of huddled up and running together. It was a bit like Harry Enfield football. But Bournemouth did well, obviously. And, Liverpool drawing with Fulham. Some teams doing what you'd expect, like Arsenal winning, Tottenham winning, Chelsea winning. Don't know if you saw Anana sat in the stands. Everton game. Obviously thinking, oh dear, what have I done here? Saw Jesse Lingard with a consoling arm being put around him. I shouldn't take the mickey. They'll come back and bite us on the bum. Really, won't they, those players? Anyway. There we go. But there was a lot of stuff to enjoy, certainly. But it did show, I felt, that even, maybe with the exception of Tottenham, even Chelsea, they didn't quite look in first gear, in fifth gear. It looked like they were in first or second gear, really. It just goes to show the promoted teams doing well, at least some of them. How you never know that first game in the season, and maybe it is the best time for us to play Man City. I mentioned it yesterday, and certainly, David Moyes alluded to the fact, but I wasn't overly thrilled with David Moyes saying, it's a bit early, we're not ready yet. Oh my goodness, this is... I love Moyesy, I really do, but that's what pre-season is for. You shouldn't come out of pre-season and say, what are his words? And let me tell you his words. He said, there's a good chance a lot of teams won't be ready. I would have to say, we're not ready yet. We're still trying to get a rhythm. Okay. He said, I think you might find a little bit the same with Man City. They only played 2 friendlies, apparently. Said, the problem has been with players going away on international duty. Well, we don't have loads of them. I think it was only... Who came back late? Areola, Souček, Soufal, Bowen and Rice. Okay, but, does that really affect the rhythm that much? I thought they looked all right in pre-season, those ones, actually, to be fair, apart from Declan Rice at the Rangers game. He said, you may well see 1 or 2, I wouldn't say strange results, but maybe not quite as fluent. He then goes on to say, it's about Flynn Downs. Flynn will take a little bit of time to get used to us. Areola's done fantastic for us last season. We were determined to get him in the summer. Then he turned around and he said, I tried to sign Nair for good. When he's saying that, he means the season before. He said his injury's a big blow. This time last year, I tried to sell him, but they would not sell him, meaning Stade Rennais. I really like him. I think he'll bring us new things like that. It will take him time to settle as well. Not so sure about that. He'd know better than I would, though, wouldn't he? Then he says, Gianluca Scamacca gives us a centre forward. If you look at Liverpool for most last season, and Man City, they played with a false number 9. There's not a lot of centre forwards out there. I like what he said about Nair for good. He'll bring us new things. We know what those new things are. We've seen them before. We've had a look at the style he plays, and he launches those long, almost like a left-footed David Beckham pass, So I think that's going to be... I think he'll bring a bit of pace to the back line. He's an organiser. I don't know if you saw my... interview afterwards with the wasn't an interview, my post-match report after the Reading game, and certainly if you've been on Patreon, I sort of took some photographs of that game and some footage of Agurd's really organising the back line, and I thought that was pretty good. So obviously he brings that. He's not going to be playing, against Manchester City, unfortunately, but I think we'll give it a good go. I think we'll see a lot sharper West Ham. I don't think the players there start slowly. And I do think there's going to be a really, really good vibe in the stadium. I cannot wait to get up there. As you've probably guessed, I keep talking about being today. I'm recording this very, very late. It's 11 o'clock at night. So I'm going to go to bed in a minute and then wake up and then get ready, go to the game. I'm really looking forward to going to see my mates, looking forward to going down the boats, really looking forward to getting to the stadium. I'm going to get in the stadium a little bit earlier this time. I'm going to try and, with technology, because they've got 5G in the stadium now, so I'm going to try and link up with Gio in the pre-match show, in the build-up show, if we can work it, so as I can sort of join in live from the stadium. Bit funky, be a bit cool, that will, wouldn't it? So yeah, just really looking forward to everything. My son's coming with me, first game of the season. A lot of his friends are jealous at school as well. Not because they're not West Ham fans, we live around here, but just there ain't that many kids go to games. So yeah, we're really, really looking forward to it. And I have not resigned myself to a defeat here. Far from it. Far from it. I don't think I think we'll see a lot of back to the wall stuff, but I mentioned, if you saw it over on the main channel yesterday, did a little video. I was talking about Mikel Antonio, and I really think Antonio is going to be massively fired up for this. I think Bowen will be fired up for it. I think Declan Rice will, and Souček. I think there's a lot of our big players. It's easy to forget, I think, sometimes who your big players are. And if our big players play well, I just mentioned a load of them, and obviously Zuma as well, and Dawson, we've got a chance. We've got a chance. It's a shame Skamaka's not playing. It's a shame that Maxwell Cornet didn't get registered in time. Obviously, Moyes has just alluded to the fact it's a shame about Nyfer Gerd, but we do still have good players. There's a lot of players there, most of them, in fact, who have been involved in consecutive European finishes. And you've only got to look at that league over the weekend. Upsets can happen. They really can. And I don't know if you saw any of the Liverpool game, Liverpool against Fulham. Liverpool, that was the earlier one, wasn't it? Liverpool looked really sluggish. I didn't get out of first or second gear, and they seemed to need to be sparked into life. But Fulham looked really vibrant, and their manager Silva was full of ideas. And almost every time Liverpool did attack or scored it, they had a reaction there to it. So not beyond the realms of possibility. I just done earlier on this evening, done 5 Live with Robbie Savage, Chris Sutton. I was on 606, and I do it quite a lot each season. You go head to head with an opposition fan, and the opposition fan, I was talking to him on there afterwards, and he's really worried. He thinks they've sold too many players at Man City, and I won, by the way. We won 3 points in the bag, by the way, for West Ham on that one. He's a little bit worried about it, so. They're never going to be completely confident. He said, I'm a bit worried we haven't brought enough players in. I was laughing. Anyway. But we've done all right, and again, I talked about perspective the other day. From the outside looking in, people looking at West Ham say, you've done business, you've bought a few players, haven't you? Of course, you look at it from the inside looking out. So say, you probably think, we've missed out on him. But other players, opposition fans, and certainly the Man City fan, he said, you done well, you brought in the centre-back, didn't you? The striker looks good, doesn't he? And, you've almost got midfielder. You brought out, and, he said you brought in Cornet. He said he was really good last season, played really well. And even he said, I think you got the right one. I think Everton got the wrong one, meaning McNeil, and you got the right one in Maxwell Cornet. So, a little bit disappointing we won't see him, but I guess another week on the training ground and we get him out there against Nottingham Forest. It was always going to be backs to the wall against City, I think, anyway. And I do wonder about motivation. So whoever he's going to play, for some of them, they're going to be thinking, am I going to get my place back once such and such gets into the team? Antonio, I spoke about his motivation. Scamacca scoring goals in training, sort of looming in the background. Last season, Antonio could do no wrong. He's thinking, if I don't do well here, this guy's going to take my place. Even someone like Fornals or something like that might be thinking, all right, I might not be a left winger, but Cornet's coming. If I don't play well, is this guy going to take my place and take my place really, really quickly? I don't know. Maybe you'd know better than me if Cornet was playing in pre-season for Burnley and, in there. I don't know if he played in their first league fixture. I just don't know. But if he did, I would suspect and suggest he's up and fit and ready to go. So if he is, that's going to put pressure on whoever, be it Fornals, Benrahma, to go and perform. And I think sometimes it depends what the mindset of the player is. Sometimes that brings the best in people. And the competition for places just does that. For too long, there's been no competition for places at all. Be really interested to see what shape he does. I think we might see that hybrid formation. where you're coming away from it and some people are saying, well, he played 3 at the back. No, he played 4 at the back. Some people are saying, oh, Fornals, he played left wing back. No, he played left wing. No, Cresswell was left back. No, he wasn't. He was left centre back. That sort of hybrid formation. Maybe when we're defending, we're one, and when we're attacking, it moves into another one. I think we all like to sort of pigeonhole things and give everything a label. Maybe it's neither. Anyway, really, really exciting. Don't forget to join Gio for the build-up show. An hour before kick-up. Kick-up or kick-off. Hour and 5 minutes before kick-off, and he'll give you the lineups, which will be really interesting. I'll be looking forward to listening to him in the stadium, giving everyone a cheer. Of course, really looking forward to it. So, yeah, enjoy. I will catch up with you, so I won't be on the review or anything like that. I might will see you on the build-up show if I can get the little link working. If not, I'll upload a video on this channel at some point in the evening after the match anyway. Enjoy, whether you're watching it at home or if you're at the match, I might see you down the boats. If you're watching it at home, enjoy. Let's get 3 points.